Jai Shri Ram. Take the EQ test, emotional quotient test. This is actually a summarized test designed by Daniel Goleman himself, who is the original author. Of course, the concept is not new. Emotional intelligence is what Sri Rama displays in the Ramayana and Sri Krishna in the Mahabharata. They were great exponents of emotional intelligence. Incidentally, Daniel Goleman also subscribes to many Hindu beliefs. So, this is a summarized version. The original test ran into several questions. So, this test I found on the internet. Daniel Goleman himself summarized it. Now, I'm going to read out the questions. You can take a screenshot. You can do that, and I'll provide the answers description in another video later. Now, the first question. You see, you are on an aeroplane. You are on an aeroplane that suddenly hits extremely bad turbulence and begins rocking from side to side. What do you do? A. Continue to read your book or magazine or watch the movie, paying little attention to the turbulence. B. Become vigilant for an emergency, carefully monitoring the stewardess and reading the emergency instruction card. C. A little of both A and B. D. Not sure. Never noticed. So this is A. This is the first question. So take your own time, and once you have answered, please write them down on a separate sheet of paper, and I'll give you a talk, explanation. Though I may not be as good as Daniel Goleman himself, I will try my best because I've read his books, and I think it will be very useful for all of us to improve our emotional intelligence. And this book actually changed my life. So this is the first question. The next question I'm going to show you now. 2 and 3 you can see. Take a screenshot. Second one, you have taken a group of 4-year-olds to the park and one of them starts crying because the others won't play with her. The other kids are not playing with her. What do you do? A. Stay out of it. Let the kids deal with it on their own. B. Talk to her and help her figure out ways to get the other kids to play with her. C. Tell her in a kind voice not to cry. D. Try to distract the crying girl by showing her some other things she could play with. So third question. Assume you are a college student who had hoped to get an A in a course, but you found out you got a C on the midterm. What do you do? A. Sketch out a specific plan for ways to improve your grade and resolve to follow through on your plans. B. Resolve to do better in the future. C. Tell yourself it really doesn't matter much how you do in the course and concentrate instead on other classes where your grades are higher. D. Go to see the professor and try to talk her into giving you a better grade. So these are all answer choices available. Everything looks good. So I'm now going to show you the fourth and the fifth. Please take a screenshot. I'm not going to read it for you. So be ready with your answers and we will discuss this in the next audio. Or next video rather. These are the next two questions, the sixth and the seventh one. Please take a screenshot. Eighth and ninth question. Please take a screenshot. Please read carefully. All answers are good actually. You need to use your intelligence. Don't rush through the questions. This is the 10th question, the last question. And at the bottom, you can see I have written 4 lines. My short poem dedicated to Shri Daniel Goleman ji. I will read it out for you. Expand your mental repertoire. Repertoire means a range of skills. Expand your mental repertoire. Push the tempo and flow. But smart could easily become dumb if feelings hijack the show. So these are my 4 lines, a little poetry I attempted, and tried to summarize Daniel Goleman's theory and his wonderful book on emotional intelligence. See, pushing the tempo and flow state of mind is when they are called autotelic activities, AUTOTELIC, when there is an intrinsic motivation. In a flow state, you are in an alpha state of mind where you are not even aware of your existence, or sort of, you flow, you don't feel fatigued, you're so involved, and so that is a flow state. And your best performance is usually given in the flow state. So if you see Virat Kohli's batting, in certain, or Rohit Sharma sometimes, all the great champions, once they get into a flow state, excellence comes naturally. But smart could easily become dumb. Smart means very intelligent. We will become like dumb idiots if we allow emotional hijackings to take place. Don't allow your feelings to hijack your cognitive brain. So, taking all the central ideas, I decided to write this small stanza dedicated to Shri Daniel Goleman. I'm reading it out again for you. Expand your mental repertoire. Push the tempo and flow. But smart could easily become dumb if feelings hijack the show. So that was the 10th question. I'm just showing it again for you so that you take a proper screenshot and work on all these questions and be ready for my next video where I'm going to discuss the answers. And perhaps we can contact Shri Daniel Goleman for more details. And I'm sure there are many of his talks are available on TED, Technology, Entertainment, Design. Please watch them. Jai Shri Ram.